Hey, what's up, yo? I got another story for y'all of what it's like to grow up in a drug addicted household. This story is the first time I ingested cocaine. Um, I was 9 at the time. My dad had a friend come over, and this friend of his he had grown up with. They'd known each other their whole lives. Um, I go in the bathroom, and what I found out later is a bumper, a little Coke bumper, had Coke in it, where it's got a little plastic screw on top, and you twist it and flip it, and it puts a bump where the Coke in the tip of it. So I find this in the bathroom, and I think it's one of my scuba tanks for one of my He-Man or my GI Joes. So I take it into my room and I'm playing with it. I had this He-Man figure that was a skunk He-Man, or like a evil guy or whatever, a bad guy, and he had his body was like felt. It was purple and it was like felt, so it was like kind of furry or whatever. And he smelled like patchouli. So I used to like smelling him because he smelled weird. Like I don't know, I was a kid and I did dumb shit. But I'm playing with this bumper thing, and I'm playing with my He-Man, my skunk He-Man, and I guess from playing with it, I don't know if I don't remember exactly if I took the top off, but I remember my He-Man having white powder all over the top of him, and I didn't know what it was, but I smelled it like I always did because it was He-Man, and it made my nose tingle and made kind of made my face tingle, so I kept smelling it. I didn't know any better at the time. I guess I liked the way it smelled. I liked the way it was making my face tingle. So my dad and his friend keep running around the house. They start running around the house looking for something. They're not even paying attention to me, and they can't find it. And my dad comes into my room, and he looks down on the floor, and my He-Man's there, and the bumper's there, and he starts to freak the fuck out. He snatches up the little bumper, snatches up my He-Man. He hauls ass to the living room. And at this point, I'm not sure. I kind of feel like I'm in trouble. Like I did something wrong. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I'm definitely feeling amped up. I can't sit still. My heart's fucking racing, and I didn't know if it was because the fear, the cocaine amplified the fuck out of me, thinking I did something wrong. Like I thought my dad was gonna beat my ass. So my dad calls me out of the living room, and him and his friend are looking at me really fucking weird. And I before I walked out, I heard my dad's friend say that there was a lot more in there. So I walk out there, and they're acting real fucking weird towards me. I, I, I at first my dad seemed really fucking pissed, you know. And then they were just they tell me to stay in the living room, don't leave the living room, and they're trying to, I guess, make me not act like I'm worried or something. So I just still remember, I still feel like I was fuck. My skin was crawling. I felt like my skin was crawling. I felt like my heart was gonna explode. I couldn't sit still. I'm running around. I'm acting fucking stupid. And my dad and his friends start fucking laughing at the shit. My dad, I guess I wasn't dead, so I was gonna be all right. You know what I mean? So my dad just wanted to keep an eye on me, but I was fucking spun like a top. I was definitely spun like a top. Like just telling this fucking story, it gives me a fucking panic attack. It makes my anxiety goes through the fucking roof because it's that first time I remember that fucking rush of cocaine. That's my first that was my first interaction with it. That was the first time I was like, damn, I like the way this shit feels. You know, that's where I didn't I didn't get to experience it again for many years, but that's where that love affair started with feeling different. You know, this addiction has been a motherfucker. It's always chasing that first high. No matter what drug I've done, it's that first fucking high that I chase and I never fucking find. Um, my dad's that friend that left the bumper there, maybe like a week later. My dad had a John boat, a bass boat, not a John, but a bass boat, like 17-foot boat, and we're out on the lake behind my house, and we're going down a canal, and this my dad's friend starts having a fucking seizure, like full blown. He's locked up, stiff as a board, shaking like crazy. He's like swallowing his tongue. Shit was insane. My dad pulls the fucking boat and like tries to dock it on somebody's property, and the ambulance comes and all that shit. The bitch fucking spun out on coke. Like his motherfucking heart almost exploded from this shit. You know, and that wasn't enough for my dad to stop. He kept fucking rolling. I never saw his friend too much after the heart attack, after the stroke or whatever the fuck it was. I didn't see him too much after that. He was probably trying not to get high. My dad was getting high. I didn't want nothing stopping that motherfucker. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep working on some more videos. Like, share, comment. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, say something, motherfuckers. All right, peace.